for our, the invitation goes out for the interns, 5-day intern sprint, and the ebook before July 1st. It is so exciting holding this in my hand because I put so much blood, sweat, and tears into this. Now, before anything, thank you so much for engaging, for being a part of this, for actually just letting me know and being here. That lets me know that you are serious about residency, serious about becoming the best resident you can become, and doing the work, actually putting in the work to become the best resident you can become. And not everybody does that. Not everybody wants to make that dent, wants to make that difference. And but you are stepping up and you're making that difference. And that's awesome. I am so thankful and so proud of you guys. So, if you've been watching throughout this week, I have done the frameworks for you, been showing you pieces and parts of the system that I created for you, the 5-day intern sprint that will open up tomorrow, 9 a.m., and will close tomorrow at midnight. Yes, I'm only giving 1 day of for you to sign up, because what happens is people don't feel the pressure. They don't feel like it's, oh, it's still so many days away. So we have so much time until residency. And that's okay. If you feel that way, that is absolutely fine. But I want the people who are truly interested, excited, and ready to get this information that's going to put them head and shoulders above the other residents in their hands right away. And I want to put in all my energy into this first cohort of the intern sprint. So, all right. Thank you again for being here. We talked about the anchor and our why, as why are we in medicine. We talked about the grounding ourselves with the 3 resets. And these things are important because they help you move into residency, move through residency with real understanding, real strength. And so that you don't have, you are grounded, you are stable in residency. All right. So I am so proud of all of you guys being here. And I want to tell you just a little bit about what I use. I use the anchor every single time before I go to work, into work. I anchor myself by telling and retelling and reaffirming my why. Why do I want to be a physician? Because I work nights now. It's tough. It's stressful. The stuff at home, the stuff at work. It's never easy for any of us. But if we are grounded, if we are strong in ourselves and what we choose to do, and say, hey, I chose medicine because I knew I wanted to serve. And that keeps you going throughout all your days. All right. And it really makes a difference, because then when people try to shake you, people try to say, oh, try to doubt you, which they will, even when you're attending, they will try to doubt you. Or, the famous person comes in, oh, well, Google told me. Yeah, Google told you, but I'm here in front of you. I'm looking at you, and this is what I think. And so you have that grounding, that security in you to say, okay, this is just a blip. We're good. The focus is to keep going. And okay, so now what I wanted to do was also, besides highlight the opportunity tomorrow morning that you will get an invite for, um, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, you will get the invitation, and it will come up on my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube channel, and my Facebook, of the link for the intern sprint. It's a 5-day intern sprint that goes with a lot of the things that I started this week. But it is just a 5-day online course. All the modules are open, so you can do it faster than 5 days. But day one, you set up your fortress, you set up your home, you get yourself physically prepared in your area, in your environment, physically prepared for the rigors of residency. Because many people are rushing at the last minute, or they've just set up things randomly. So the day one, July 1 of residency, they're kind of like, oh, where did I put this and that and the other? And it's important for you to be prepared for residency. It's difficult. It is not easy. So you set up your fortress, and that's the first one. And all 5 modules, you can learn from other people. You can glean from a resident. You can chase down every resident to beg them to tell you. You could get an attending to divulge all the secrets. But how long would that take? And how many more mistakes and difficulties would you have to go through just to get that? And so I made this very simple. 5 modules, you watch the video, you read it, and then at the end you do the worksheet. Just straightforward, very clean, precise. And some of these might feel very simple, straightforward, but I'm telling you, when it gets to the day that you are starting, and you're about to drive to the hospital and walk into the hospital, these things will make a major difference. You will see, you will be so far ahead of the other residents. And of course, like I said before, residents in the United States have never had anything like this. This is the first time that there is an actual course, an actual step-by-step guide to lead you through residency and get you through your first 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, where you actually have a plan of attack. And that's why I love Sun Tzu, and I quote him often, that if you come to war prepared, you will win. And that's just the truth. And residency is kind of a war. It's difficult. It's not easy. There is lots of people who come into residency thinking that it's going to be, very easy, very light. And when the reality hits them that it's more difficult, it's further down the line. And it's sometimes it's not fun, and they have to go through the professionalism, or the PHP as they call it, or speak to the program director, sit down with the attendings. So many things can happen. But these 5 modules will get you ready for your first months in residency. Okay, so besides the 5 modules for the intern sprint, we have the Before July 1st ebook. Now, the ebook is very straightforward. It's not long, guys. It's really fast. Chapters, there's only 7 chapters in here. It's a fast read, but what it does is give you the context of what's going on in residency and why do you need this information? Why is this important to have? Because many times when you come into residency, you don't know why you have to learn something, or what was I thinking when I was creating this? I was thinking of you because I was that bad resident. I had so much difficulty in my residency. Going into general surgery, it was so difficult. And this is why I had to build this Dr. Dolittle program and wrote the book before July 1st so that you know that before you walk in the door, you have the principles, you have the essence of what you need to know for residency. All right. So a lot of people have questions, and let me do the 10 most common frequently asked questions. All right. So number 1, is this for people who have already matched or for people still applying? This is people who matched for residency, and you're going into your first residency. But it can also be for people who are in residency. If you feel like you're weak in something and you need to, learn this information again, then this is for you. All right, number 2, I already feel behind. Is it too late to start this preparation? No, it's not. Anytime you can use this information, it is a good time to use it. I'm going to surgical residency specialty. Is this relevant for me? Yes, and honestly more so, because surgical residency are environments where you have tougher, stricter attendings on average. And so it is, it's good to be able to have something in your hand to help you through it. This is not specialty specific, but it is helpful. I have a family. I'm worried I don't have time for this. It's okay. That's why I made it short, fast, and impactful. 5 modules. You get it done. You can do it all in one sitting, or you can break it up between different nights. It's there for you. Will this actually help me perform better clinically? Well, not clinically. This is about everything else around clinical work. You know the clinical information. You have at your fingertips your peripheral brain that has many apps and things and all the stuff on your phone. You can get that. But what you cannot get is how to interact with people, when you should escalate things, how difficult are things. And so that's something that you cannot get in any app. That's what I have here. I'm worried about burnout, but I don't know if I'm already burning out. Is this for me? Yes, this is for you. My assessment, at burnoutmd.com is actually um, for you. And 7, I matched into a very competitive program. Do I really need this? Yes, you do, because every program is a little bit different. And if you have these extra tools, it'll be something in your back pocket. If anything shows up, you might win and be absolutely fantastic. But if there's something that shows up that you need and you have questions about, this will be able to be, pulled out and help you. Let me just stop for 1 second and answer a message in the chat. How do residents support each other, and how do you find work-life balance here? That is a awesome question. It's, the thing is that with residency, work-life balance is a little tough because you have so much pressure on performing and doing your best. So I wouldn't fight for work-life balance. I would fight for a rhythm that allows you to have the time that you need to recover from whatever you're doing. For example, I work nights, and some days I'll work 2 nights in a row. And so I need a 3-day stretch after that to be able to recover. So that's my balance. I get that time. And as an attending, I control that. Now, the other thing with residency, you don't get to control your schedule. You can hope for a good schedule. You can ask for a good schedule, but you don't get to control it. And that's why I say always remember, some programs are flexible about their vacations, but if it gets critical, remember your FMLA. You can use that for time off. Okay, back to the questions. Is there a community element? I want to connect with other residents going through the same thing. Yes, there is a community element. That what opens tomorrow includes access to a community of residents doing exactly what you're doing, navigating the same terrain, building the same foundation, and before the same wall and difficulties arise, they are there. You're not doing this alone. And that was always the point, for there to be a community. And that's what we are giving. We are making sure that you are having a community to interact outside of residency. What if I start and this is not right for me? Okay, if you start, you show up, you try the modules, you do the work that's needed. Okay, I said you get a 30-day refund. But I will say this, in 2 years of building this flat platform, it has not a single resident has told me the preparation was unnecessary. I've had many tell me that they wish they had it sooner, or they wish that somebody had actually told them about this before they went into residency. And then lastly, why is this only open for 1 day? So it's only going to be open for 1 day because I want to focus on this cohort that's coming in. This first group, I want to put all my energy to them. I want to support them. So that's why it's only open for 1 day. All right. So this is it, guys. This is the way to win residency. All right. You don't win when you're in there. You learn the tools and you win by being ready beforehand. Most residents walk into July 1st just having, a wish and a prayer. But if you really want to win residency, you prepare yourself. And this is one of the best ways and one of the few ways besides, of course, your medical school, which are great, and talking and having your preparation lectures. Those are nice, but this is the deeper dive. So I will see you guys tomorrow, 9 a.m. The link goes live, and I will see you inside the intern sprint, and I will welcome you in. Have a good night, guys.